Have you ever seen this TV show, 6 Feet Under? There is this one phrase that got stuck in my head. It goes something like this. There is this woman and she asks the guy, oh, why do people have to die? And he goes like, well, to make life meaningful. Maybe it's cheesy and all that, but it makes me sad every time I hear it because it is so true. Canvas, 24 by 20, sketched, and brush. You know, one of you wrote me a comment under my video the other day. You said that there must be lots of flowers where I live because I keep painting colorful flowers in my paintings. There are actually not a lot of flowers where I live. The weather is kind of nasty. It's humid, wet, it rains a lot, and seems like it's gonna snow. Pew, pew. The comment made me wonder, where does my inspiration come from recently? I want to make a painting that shows inspiration in its roots. The inspiration is gonna be symbolized by a beautiful tree, and the roots of the tree will reveal the source of that beauty. I told in one of my episodes that my mom had a surgery and, well, I still go with her to the hospital for treatment and checkups and a bunch of stuff. The other day I was sitting there waiting for her. There is this guy sitting there, you know, that I've seen before. This guy was waiting for his wife because he was just told that his wife was terminal, and the doctor basically just told him to take the wife with him and, you know, to arrange things so she could spend the time that she has left with him. And you know that feeling that you get when something's stuck on your throat, on your chest? I wanted to say something, and he was looking at me with his eyes that, you know, his eyes told everything. I felt so sad and so uplifted at the same time. You know, it's so weird how an experience like that made me feel ironically everything so beautiful. It made me appreciate what I have so much. All my senses seemed to be more intensified. Things that I didn't notice before, suddenly they were there, you know, just being beautiful. It's kind of like when life slaps you and expects you to cry and still hurts, but I'm gonna get up and do stuff or something. I don't know. Well, you know what I mean. I want to represent the ability of every human being to grow strong and firm out of despair. Ironically, sometimes tragedy fits inspiration. Let's get serious now. Don't panic. I hope it's not gonna be ugly. My tree stands strong, happy, content, even though it's feeding in part on tragedy and despair represented by two skeleton fishes. Oh. My inspirational tree has of various shapes. In this particular painting, spirals symbolize like the inspiration but the inspiration of life. You know how we recycle things, our emotions, they're sad, and out of that sadness, I mean, you make something nice, you know, like just the inspiration that you get to see something more beautiful, the inspiration that you get to be more patient towards people, the inspiration that you get that because something horrible happened to you, maybe you are inspired to make somebody feel better. Why dead fishes? Well, when I was a little kid, my first pets were fishes, and one day we went to see my grandma, you know, out of town. When we came back, the fish tank was knocked off the table. So I found my fishes dead on the ground. You know, they had their names and everything. I saw Stinky there. I kind of remember that I cried a lot that day, and I locked myself in my bedroom and probably was just coloring from my tears. So here I am with my tree, and I'm still working on the volume, but I decided to go crazier and make it more full fuller and even richer in volume wise, you know. So I'm gonna attack it. Yes, I will attack it with lots of volume and texture, and it's gonna be like, I can't take it anymore, but it's gonna be able to take it. So this is what I'm doing so far, so you can see. Pretty crazy. The composition in my painting is gonna consist of two areas. One is a tree and its crown, and it represents the growing inspiration. And there is another area under the ground that represents death and despair. The proportion is very important. I want to stress that the tree is bigger than the roots. At the end, inspiration and appreciation for life are much more strong than the feeling of despair that fits it. I think I'm done. Eat your cookies.